G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So for today's video we're jumping in and we're going to be taking on the newest batch of, yeah, let's do it like this. But we're going to be taking on the newest batch of Ultimate Clash bosses. So we'll just sort of pick up a random array of guys here. I guess we'll go with something like that. I, for some reason, back in the day, put in a bunch of int units, so now I just sort of rock with them as my first team usually. But yeah, awesome to finally have a new batch. It does seem like we are getting a bit of an accelerated setup, I guess, in terms of Ultimate Clash, because we are able to get the next copy of the physical cell and freezer. We also get the Easy A for the AGL Barbary and Deborah. Is sort of had a brain fart there, didn't I? But yeah, so in grab that one. Could be worthwhile grabbing. He did look pretty solid, well, they did look pretty solid from what I saw on the JP side of the game. Wow, I really should just go on with the Int Super Saiyan Trio in that first slot there, and they probably literally just would have one-shot Yajirobe. You might be wondering why I use a top-tier unit like them on the first one. It is because I go with a Int Vegeta and Trunks led team when I go to do that properly, so sort of gets rid of them as an option. But we can actually continue on with Int here, but we'll move across to Extreme. If we go that. Chilai, we've just got her for her dodging capabilities, but the real piece of resistance for this is the, yeah, we'll chuck her there, chuck you there, is the final stage. So when you do take on Metal Cooler, from what I've seen on JP, he is pretty busted. He can do 6 billion super attacks, so bringing units that are going to debuff him, stun him, seal him are going to be the go. So I'm very interested to see if we can get that done. As you would have noticed, I didn't use my Extreme Tech team straight off the bat, so we will have the two tech teams available to us for that one. I think that's definitely the best strategy to go with, because when you look at it, that first stage, Yajirobe really did not have an answer for us there, but there's level 2 cleared. Very happy that Ultimate Clash has dropped actually, because with that I will be cracking over the 4K mark again, so pretty happy about that if I'm being honest. So we'll go to Extreme Physical, which has gotten quite a lot better now. We can do something like that. Very heavy boot team. If you've watched my Ultimate Clash videos before, I did always sort of go the Wicked Bloodline style here. Oh yeah, look at that. We grab all those. We got 3 versus 2, so obviously we're going to roll with that. Look at all the support on rotation there for Barbary and Boo. Started off at pretty much 24 key. The numbers are a little bit lower here because we don't have the full leader skill, but bang, 10 million crit, considering that he is only 55%. Then we get a little 6 milli here from Barbary and Boo, and we are trekking along very nicely. I think this upgraded team is much better to roll with than the Wicked Bloodlines team that I was rocking, especially now that we've got the GOAT physical Kid Buu. His Easy A is obviously really busted. I think I was just doing something along those lines. I probably could create a team within here, but we're only taking on the earlier stages here, so it's not really the end of the world. If we just go that into that, and that's 666, so we're just going to go with that one there. So bang, take a little bit of damage, not the end of the world. There is a lot of rotate, well, we've got the type support on rotation here, so everyone's getting big old stat buffs from Rildo. Bang. We didn't get the triple. Triple would have been pretty fire there, actually. We would have gone very close to finishing off Pan. But yeah, my Rildo, 55%. I actually, other than Cabe, I do only have each of the 55% supports that I have at 55%. I didn't throw many stones at that. I was sort of saving up for anniversary, which is funny now considering that I did go insane summoning for the AGL Ultimate Gohan, but anyway, that is what it is. So we'll go Extreme STR here. Always just safe to get all your extreme teams out of the way, and we do have a lot of, sort of Freezer style units here. The one thing we do lack is slot 1 unit, but we can utilize you here. Grab all of that with you. And then I guess we'll just grab those ones there. That leaves those STR key spheres on the left hand side. Of course the super is smack off the bat. Let's see, I'm not sure how will we take this. 150k. Remember that Cooler is a stacking unit, so would have been nice if that one had been the normal and we could have been on our dandy way. We do get the additional super, so this would have been hidden potential because I'm pretty sure that I saw that Cabo can't be lowered. Yeah. And then STR Freezer will finish the job. This guy's still pretty handy. So something like Ultimate Clash, he's going to put up really big offensive numbers, and then he's got pretty solid defense post super. So yeah, Ultimate Clash is definitely a good unit to bring on the roster. But bang, 5 stones there. And we move on to stage 3. So we'll go after physical, which is Boo, and we'll move across to Super STR. Do we go a Pure Saiyan team? Pure Saiyan with that. I guess we could utilize you for your dodges. And then I guess you just because you've got the orb changing. So that leaves Bulma on the sidelines. Maybe I could use her later on in the video. She's always a good one to sort of have up your sleeve. You got the 2 there, just the 2 there as well. I am going to rock with this. I'm going to test it out. We'll see whether Super Vegeta, if he doesn't get supered there, I'll be feeling pretty good about this. But if there is a super attack in straight off the bat, well, thankfully that wasn't straight off the bat. Let's see, how do we take this? 300k, sheesh, not ideal. But there is the heal. Fortunately, that is before we are getting off our own attacks. So we got 3 damage from here out. He's not getting those heals back. We get Vegeta's stun. And because we did hit the 24k, the 24 key mark, we should get a number of super attacks off here with the GT Duo. Also got 24 key with the STR Goku Vegeta too. So feeling pretty good about how that went. In terms of our next rotation, we got Kabe on rotation, so he should be able to get some orb changing and some nice healing off for us. We could then nuke with him as well. We'll definitely get to that point. I don't think Boo will have much HP left, but he will certainly have some HP. Bang. 8 milli. That's not too bad, considering that's on no support and a 170 and a 150% lead. Bang, we get the additional super. You see, Vegeta's stun is just so valuable. He could be an option that you utilise in the Metal Cooler event. Definitely wouldn't be running him in slot 1 because obviously this time around you've got AGL typing against us. Dang, that is a very good RNG turn from these guys. They're obviously really good after their ECA. So bang, look at all of that. The full orb field. We are going to pop that actually. We could get the KO. Oh, it's a guaranteed stun, but I was sort of hoping for the KO screen. We grab that, which gets us the full heal. It literally is irrelevant from that point there. Could have put anyone in slot 1. Kabe, you can see with the full field of orbs, an 11 million attack stat. Bang, with the crit. And Fat Boo goes Vamanos. So that one took a little bit longer, 2 minutes. Always like to sort of try and race through these. Whoops, sip that. So go you, and then you. If we go, no, we don't want you. UI Goku could be pretty handy to leave as an option for later on, just with his dodging utility. Even though we don't have his EZA on global, I still think this will work reasonably well. So we'll grab all of that with you. I actually didn't bring a future unit, so that sort of sabotages the blues a little bit. Not to the point where they're like dog water or anything like that. Realistically, you're using them here for their slot 1 dodging. But bang, there's that. I'm not sure what this Tech Boo's special skill is. I assume, being a Boo, that it will just be another no dodge. It will be another sort of healing style. Bang. 380k. Yep. That definitely hurts. Maybe I should have gone with the... Oh my god. Should have gone with this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Wow, he dodges! That is not kind. We are in a little bit of strife here. Is Pan on rotation next? No, of course she's in slot 7, but we do get the stun. Remember, if you get those type supports on rotation, you can get yourself pretty much a free heal. But anyway, we got the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Super Easy A in slot 3 here. He'll pump out 1 billion damage for us, which is awesome. Oh, that's not kind. That is not kind at all. We can pop that. So we'll grab that with you. Not that it's going to do much because we haven't 8 point. That's actually quite a bit more than I was expecting. So let's see. All in the family from you. Fierce battle. You probably benefit from that more. Who's got higher defense? Oh, obviously I've activated the active skill. We'll do that just to get a nice little heal off there. Then we'll grab that to then grab that. So back up to that 20k mark there. He's stunned. So it didn't matter that I was checking defenses anyway because there was nothing he could do. And Kapow, that's 1. We do actually get the 2nd. So I saw on Twitter someone saying, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in other videos, but that the first super attack is the 30%, the second is also the 30%, and then the extra is like the third. What's that? So the 4th one is the great chance, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, here's AGL Super Saiyan Gohan. He'll get that crit because of where our Oh no, what? Ow. I thought we were under the HP threshold. Maybe I need to read up on his kit. It's probably one that I don't use as regularly anymore. But what I would do is something like that, and Hercule now. Actually, I will save Hercule because Hercule is very, very handy with his dodging and damage reduction. So I might just keep him. Dang it, we got 2 slot 1 units. That's annoying because Super Saiyan 4 Goku needs to go in slot 1 desperately. Oh well, I guess that's what it is. At least with the Int Vegeta and Trunks, you get the you've got their entrance animation to sort of fix your rotations up. Where, yeah, with Goku, it is slot 1 or you're in a little bit of trouble. But anyways, that is what it is. We've got the Int Pan here. She does have the dodge against 1 enemy, so that's sort of why I like to utilize her as a support. Bang, perfect. Thank you, Pan. There's a countdown there, so I assume that Gohan has got a pretty decent sized super up his sleeve, and we didn't do a great deal of damage there, which is mildly concerning. That's okay. We will make this work. If I go there, switch across to you actually and grab that, and then grab that, sets up all those int key spheres and then also the SDR key spheres. Ton of support on rotation for the Godku and the 3rd Annie Vegito, thanks to the Kid Gohan. So let's see, bang, 6.9. Get the additional super. Remember, the additionals on this guy are really, really useful because you've already got the crit chance in your base part of your passive, but then you also get the, wow, no dodge, the extra raise of defense there. So still take 111k. Of course, we dodge post super. The one thing I will say about this team is if you look at the HP bar for an ultimate clash, we got 610k HP, which is pretty solid. So bang, and then let's see. I don't like that countdown. Dodge. It's 2.6, and that was with a number of int key spheres too. But anyway, that's fine. We'll grab all of that. Int pan in the back end there, boys. Maybe we could be. I know link-wise we lose out on... Oh, nothing. Oh, the fact that we lose out on nothing, then we may as well go with this. Get the extra damage reduction. So bang, there's the extra attack boost for us here. 24k again. Because we don't have that decent linking partner, Super Saiyan 4 Goku's offense doesn't look as crazy, but we get the crit. And we get the additional, which is good because you don't get to see, because this guy hasn't got any inbuilt additionals, you don't get to see his 12 key all too often, and it does lower the Kid Gohan's attack. So very, very handy there. You see Pan jumping up to a 4 milli attack stat with Gohan there, and then Gohan at 6 milli. So always ideal if you can get Gohan on rotation with the Int Vegeta and Trunks, but can't always be that lucky. This guy, his Easy A is actually coming up on a year. Jeez. That feels crazy. There's the countdown to 1. Here comes, so it's the unit super. So you get Krillin and Piccolo in here. How do we take this? Oh, 100k. Wow, that did very little to us. They'll link better. So we'll grab that, into that, into that. And that'll be all shit wrote. Remember, we've been building up that crit chance for the Vegeta and Trunks. They got to stack up their defense from that last turn when they were in slot 3. So surely they just, wow, of course they don't. Can't get the crit for me just to finish it off to make it a little bit quicker. That's alright. We're at about the 17 mark here. There's that crit I was speaking about. So pretty sure that leaves us with just 2 bosses left. There's the Kai's. Super Physical is very powerful. We got the Godku. We can go something like you. I like bringing you. Obviously, you guys are good damage. You're good damage. Yeah, I guess we're going very support and orb changing heavy here, which should work in our favour. What do you? Please don't lock. Sealed. Sealed's not too bad. We can work with that. Got to make sure you get the 6 with you. Then obviously you're sealed, so that's irrelevant. And then that 6. Wow. That is super annoying. But anyways, we just created far too many rainbow key spheres and sabotaged just a little bit. So Godku, you get the 6 for him because that way you're able to get the part 1 you get the additional super, which we're getting here, which opens up the chance for you to get the 3rd one. Then you also get the extra dodge chance, and not that it matters in here, but you also get your guard. Well, we actually didn't trigger the additional super. That's tough. So there's super attacks missing out on because Vegeta was sealed. So that could have been a triple super turn. Part to power Kid Goku here. I would have, loved to have gotten the extra orb there because then that would have given him the extra damage reduction. But we did get 4 rainbow key spheres, so does have, that should mean 28% damage reduction. 265k is not great, but could definitely be worse. Come on, that's like one of our main damage dealers there. So what I'm going to do is do that, and there goes your ability to damage me. Grab all of those, give us a decent little heal. We'll grab that. And then, yeah, 7 is the magic number we can get there. So the reason I do like utilizing the physical Toa's movie Goku is because he does give the Power of Wishes support. Just is a little bit of extra buff for units like the physical Z duo, this Trunks. You can see Trunks can really dish out some decent damage when you do get him enough ki and he's got a good linking partner. Bang, there's the triple super. Unfortunately, we will be giving up the heal though, Garlic Jr. So 4.8 gets back there. But we're coming back with our own 4.8. This Goku is the nuker. I do have him built with a lot of additional. Let's see how he takes this. 337, wow, nearly dead. But at least, wow, sealed you again. That's not very kind. At least we can put you there. Geez, we were very close to dead. Defense-wise, you're going to get us more. And then we'll grab that. So back up to 154k HP. I don't think supering the physical Bardock or the Godku would get us killed here. So pretty confident that we are pretty dandy this turn. And then we will be able to activate the Spirit Bomb on the next turn with the Z duos. So that would, I imagine, blow the brains out of Garlic Jr. here. So let's see. I didn't even have a look to see if there was any status effects or anything that you could do to Garlic Jr. and probably seal him. Yeah, there you go. Bardock, always handy with his. He's honestly one of the better, I would say, Ultimate Clash units because he gives off that support. He has. I don't think the ceiling can really stop. Yeah. Buying 20 million. Thank you. And we get the KO screen. Gotta watch that. Plonks down there with Vegeta. Thumbs up. Hey, that's fire. Standby, obviously very, very cool. So, now we move on to cooler. Lol. Yeah, it is cooler. Duh. I don't know my brain is just dying at the moment. Long day. So I will stick with the sort of team that I have been going with thus far. That gives us a revive. You've got a ton of attacks. And you've got damage reduction. So we'll test this out. See how we go. Cooler can be stunned, but yeah. Yeah, we'll just see how we go here. So we'll grab all of that. We'll grab all of that into that. You obviously want to get a stack off with Goku. Now, as I think I mentioned it before, the thing with Cooler is that he can do 6 billion super attacks. So let's see where he puts those. There's one lowering of his attack. And then we do actually get him with the second hit now. Remember that Orange Piccolo can stun with this. He just doesn't, which is cool. That's cool. That's fine. But anyway, that means that Cooler's attack has been lowered. I think his chance to dodge was only like 15%, so nothing crazy. Tapion doesn't get off a dodge here, so he is a dodging unit. 48k. And this is what I was talking about with the multiple supers. We'll say also that Metal Cooler gets a buff, so it won't be until after Anniversary for us, because obviously our next battlefield is going to be the Anniversary special one, but he will get a stats increase to make him even better, so that's annoying. 3 supers. Bang. That one, yeah, I knew that one was going to hurt a bit more. And then another one. So that's quad super. So that just should show you how valuable sealing's going to be. about dropped down to quite a bit there. So what you can do here is we can pop that, grab all of that for some healing there, and then we may as well grab that for some healing. So what will happen is we will probably just be surviving around until we get the Tech Vegeta. He'll come out for his first rotation and he'll be able to do a ton of damage. Orange Piccolo did get some build up before, which is really good. And Godku is about to get the seal. So that's super valuable for us here. I still like using the gods in Ultimate Clash, but you'll see that they can still be really, really squishy defensively. So the fact that we're able to get that seal off, really eliminate the volume of damage that Metal Cooler can do is huge. And using someone like Tech Godku is always going to work against Metal Cooler. I would be saving him for every single round because remember he's always going to get that massive damage reduction. You can run him off rotation and then just use him in slot 1 as your sort of defensive go-to guy who's then going to get the seal off. Even if you can get him 1 leader skill, that's going to be really impactful. But yeah, looking pretty good now. So we'll grab that 24 key. Ideally would like to get a stun off for us here, but beggars can't be choosers, can they? So bang, he is going to get his heal off, which is super annoying. See, we're not dwindling his HP down all too much. Piccolo hasn't been hit a great deal, which is tough because you want Piccolo getting hit early on while he's got that entrance animation up to really bolster up his attack stats. If we can just get the stun off, I should have brought someone like the Metal Cooler movie Vegeta, who's able to stun. Come on, because with the stunning, you're able to stop him getting his heals off. Dang, that would have been a handy super. But anyways, Trunks here will give himself his own support, so hopefully he can get a nice little crit off. No, dodged. That's okay. Look, we may as well just transform you for some attack volume. Grab that, then we'll go for the crits by getting those rainbow key spheres there. And then we'll grab that. We'll leave those tech key spheres there in case we need to heal. What would be ideal is if the heal that Cooler is doing was the first attack here, because remember that the tech blues do give they cancel an action straight off the bat from their 24 key super. So bang, there's that seal again, means we're safe for the rest of the rotation. 8 milli, not too shabby. Oh, you're kidding. Out of all the supers that he chose to dodge, the Blues also would have a good chance of their own to dodge here, because remember they did get probably like 4 rainbow key spheres there. So yeah, I reckon a lot of this one will be people running out of turns because of him healing so much HP, but as I talk about, a good chance to dodge, and they literally dodging nothing. Hey, there we go. We got one singular dodge there. I will also say, but because the turn counters also include when you use a giant form on that, going into Piccolo's giant form is definitely not a good strategy. You're sort of just going to be dishing out too low of a damage, and it would hurt you more than anything. So let's see if we go that. Dang, that didn't drop how I was hoping. But anyway, we'll grab that into that. What this will mean is that Piccolo gets hit once, everyone gets their extra key. I was more concerned about getting Vegeta as much key as possible to try and help him get as much damage off as possible, because I think that's going to be the most impactful. Wow, I will say we have gotten the additional super with Piccolo each time, which is pretty fire. Like, I have him built with a super heavy offensive additional build. I swear he can stun on his 12 key. Doesn't seem like it, but I swear he can. Cooler's actually not getting a heal off here. Vegeta, you might be looking at that and thinking 4.4, wow, that's really not high at all. But the thing with Vegeta is that he quickly builds up. With each of those 12 key supers, he really quickly overtakes the 18 key mark. There you go, on the second 12 key. So that's him built up nicely. What we can do is pop that one there. We've got good links active. We get 10 milli with the crit. Grab all of that. Yep, all of that. And then we may as well just grab that. So you can see the value of having rainbow orb changes here. You can see easily getting our key marks off. Of course, we're getting supered beforehand, getting our own super off, but because I did get a number of rainbow key spheres there, you can see Godku's extra defense combined with that damage reduction takes poor old Metal Cooler down to nothing. He's now sealed, and hopefully the blues don't get dodged on their super attack here. Hey, perfect. So, Kapow with the crit, get the additional super, which does get dodged, of course, and a normal with the guaranteed crit. So they do, they actually got the dodges off this time after they got hit last time. They were actually getting the support from this Kid Trunks as well, who also got dodged. Cooler in his dodges, I tell you. Now we're definitely not popping that, because as I spoke about, you just don't get your value for money with the turn counter there. So we'll grab that into that. We're down to 9 charges, which means we've got 3 turns left. Everyone gets their additional key there. And Piccolo is still pumping out 11 million, which is obviously a really good number for something like Battlefield. He does get the crit. We lowered his attack even further. Here comes Tapion. Bang with the crit. More lowered attack. More healing. And we will have Vegeta on rotation next. So by having Vegeta on rotation, that'll mean that we'll be able to use his active skill and hopefully finish it off. Now you could definitely go strategize for this way better than I have. But look, I think just getting it done is sort of the main thing, and that we did pretty easily too. So Vegeta KO screen, fire. Let me know down below how you did find Metal Cooler, because he's only going to get harder, so hopefully you're able to do that. 9 minutes that took, which is pretty crazy. First clear, first go, no worries. Stones back above 4K. So let me know how you found Cooler down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.